Yes, the infamous Florida town of meth heads, crackheads, and probably just about anything you can imagine. People having relations with dolphins, people doing human trafficking, just about anything you can think of. So a while ago, about a month or so ago, I did a video called Florida Man, and now I'm going to be doing a little sequel. So this time we don't have as many, only got about 20 of them. So, alright, let's start with the first one. June 11, 2012. Florida man arrested for calling 911 after kitten denied entry into strip club. What? That doesn't make any sense. Everett Lages was arrested outside of Emerald City Strip Club in Murdoch for repeatedly calling the emergency line, proved that the club owner refused to let his kitty into Jiggle Point, deputy said. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that there was a kitten just outside telling him, no, you can't enter. That's what made me confused. But that's just so funny. I mean, do you really think that his pussy essentially was trying to see some pussy? I don't understand why you would want your pet in there. There are places I understand why somebody would want their dog in there with them. They have a service animal, like you take your dog, your cat, or whatever, to, I don't even know, a place to get their hair cut or something, but I don't think they need a strip club. So, next one. June 27th, 2012. Florida man chews off another man's face. In what became known as the case of the Miami cannibal, Rudy Eugene gnawed off half of a homeless man's face while high. The 31-year-old was shot and killed by police after they found him naked and chewing down on human flesh. I could just imagine that he just has fucking no clothes on. He's like, oh yeah, your stuff's good. Your stuff's good. I think I actually heard about that story. I actually watched a video talking about it. And people were talking about they thought that man was on bath salts or something. But apparently it turned out he wasn't actually on anything except Mary Jane. But I mean, I don't think that would make somebody chew someone else's face off. That sounds a little far-fetched to me. It's ridiculous. But okay, October 23, I like how it says the dates. October 23, 2014, Florida man once arrested for fighting drag queen with tiki torch runs for mayor. What? What is with all these people? They do like batshit insane, crazy ass off the wall stuff, and then next thing you know, they're like running for president or governor or some crazy ass shit. I don't understand. Excuse me. So, Boyd Corbin was repeatedly dressed in an ironic KKK costume, okay, at a Halloween party in 2012 when he already got into a brawl with a man in drag, leading to his bust for aggravated assault. But that didn't stop him from running for mayor of the small city of Wilton Manors 2 years later. I mean, honestly, I don't know how he gets to be the mayor, because, I mean, if somebody had done that and just had done anything, they'd be like, if, freaking I wanted to get hired at Walmart again after what they all the shit they thought I did. It just doesn't make sense. They have a bad reputation. They're not gonna be like, oh, do it again. So January 1st, 2015, Florida man trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days. John Arwood, 31 years old, and Amber Campbell, 25 years old, thought they were stuck in a janitor's closet at a Daytona State College for 2 days before realizing they could just open the door and walk out. I mean, really? That would probably be like the first thing I would have done if I thought I was trapped somewhere. I would have freaking, given the door a little jiggle, a little finesse, see if it was actually locked or anything. But I mean, it's just some people are stupid. I guess when you're freaking methed up or something, you don't even know what's going on. So December 7, 2015, Florida man killed by alligator while hiding from cops. Matthew Riggins, 22 years old, is fatally shot by an 11-foot, jeez, that's huge, is that this big? Probably, I don't know. Some guy get a digital ruler and say. So, an 11-foot alligator after allegedly breaking into a home, then hiding from cops in Barefoot Bay Lake. When police found that the 22-year-old was missing part of his arm. Oh, wow. June 8, 2017. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But he was killed by an 11-foot alligator. I mean, that would probably be worse than rotting in prison. I mean, he learned his mistakes, but the alligator just, no, you're dead, sorry, pal. So anyway, June 8th, 2017. Florida man desperate for ride to Hooters. It's like the most random thing ever. Calls 911. I can just picture him like, hello, I can't get to Hooters. Like, can some of y'all freaking give me a ride, please? I can't get to Hooters. I want to see some big old booby women over here, and I want to. So, Jonathan Hinkle allegedly told 911 dispatchers he needed a ride to the provocative that's one way to like it, to help his grandmother who had fallen ill. Cops later learned the 20-year-old Mermont Island man's granny was perfectly fine, and Hinkle was arrested on charges of misusing 911. I thought, when I saw grandma in the thing, I thought it was just going to be like his grandma's at Hooters. She just has like a bra that goes all the way down to her knees. She's just all like, oh, anybody want to touch me? And some little kid just sees like, oh, me, or something, because it can reach down there. Alright. June 9, 2018. Florida man tries to steal rack of ribs. He's stashing it in his pants. When cops busted what is that guy? Mayali? Is that how you say it? Alvarez at guitar at an Indian town store, he allegedly removed a full rack of ribs from his waistband. The hungry 26-year-old was also smuggling fried chicken, 2 packs of hamburger buns, and some mashed potatoes, police say. Yeah, I love how they're so oddly specific with what he had. I mean, that is pretty funny, though, how the dude's talking about he had like a full meal down there and stuff. Okay, next one. June 8th, 2019. Florida man insists syringe pulled from his rectum are not his. Whose are they? They're just up his butt, and those aren't mine. So somebody just put them up my butt, and those aren't mine. What? So after getting hauled into jail on marijuana charges, Wesley Dasher Scott allegedly pulled 3 syringes from his rump. During a strip search, asked why he had the needles, Scott claimed they actually belonged to someone else, the county cop said. I mean, if you're really just putting them up your butt, then they're definitely yours. I mean, you gotta be pretty desperate and have some incriminating things to freaking put in your prison wallet. I mean, I feel like that would hurt too, because, I don't know, you put the needle end inside your little butthole, then they just like poking it, but I don't know if, you could fit the other end, like the stopper little thingy they have for needles, because it's like a square shape, and your butthole's not a square unless, I don't know, you're freaking Lego or something. February 13, 2019. Florida man in dog costume filmed himself having sex with Siberian husky. That sounds like some furry shit there. That is weird. That is really, really weird. That sounds like something you'd find on the fucking dark web. Christian Stewart Oscar Nichols, 21 years old, allegedly dressed up in a pooch costume, recorded himself getting frisky with his pup, and posted the footage online. Creep was hit with animal cruelty charge. I wonder why? I mean, do you really think that it would be a good idea to put it online? I mean, if people, even though that's fucking illegal, I mean, if people are into that shit, then who am I to shame your kink? I mean, just don't get me into it. I mean, fucking having a dog lick peanut butter off your dick is one thing, but I mean, actually fucking your dog is completely different. Because I mean, freaking having a dog lick peanut butter off your pee-pee isn't gonna hurt them, actually, and I mean, freaking they don't even know, they just think it's attached to you, that's all they care about, but freaking stupid as hell. But I mean, having sex with a dog, like, freaking people like, animals can consent. I mean, no they can't. They don't have the physical capability to really understand what's going on. Freaking stuff like that. So, May 9th, 2019, Florida man arrested over I eat a sticker. Dylan Shane Webb, 23 years old, is arrested for refusing to remove a sticker on his car that said I eat. Columbia County cops said the charges were later dropped after he argued that he's protected by the First Amendment. No buts about it. So what, I eat ass? Is that what it's supposed to be? Because it's A blank or something. I mean, okay, I guess that's sort of weird, but I mean, people pretty much probably have stickers that say like honk if you want to fuck me or something. I don't even know. So, August 21, 2019, Florida man arrested after botched castration surgery. Okay then. So, an elderly Florida man with a twisted castration obsession was busted for allegedly performing an at-home surgery on another guy who he met on a dark web fetish site. Of course he did. Cop said Van Ricewick, I don't know, it's like a Russian name or something. 74 years old, allegedly admitted he screwed up the back alley surgery at his home in Sebring. I don't know where Sebring is, but frickin', I have no idea where that is, but that is just weird. I mean, if you don't even know castration, I'm pretty sure it's when you chop off another guy's balls or something. That is pretty messed up. So September 5, 2019, Florida man protects car from Hurricane Dorian by parking it in kitchen. Yeah, I guess that's somewhere to put it. Patrick Eldridge of Jacksonville drove his smart car inside his home and into his kitchen to protect it from flooding and wind. My husband was afraid his car might blow away, his wife Jessica said in the basement. Well, I mean, I don't know if your car is like really light, like one of those freaking tiny little box looking cars or something, but I mean, I don't know, we'd have to see about that. So next, October 7, 2019, Florida man is arrested for trying to get alligator drunk. Timothy Kepke, 27 years old, allegedly fed some beer to the gator after his pal caught it with his bare hands in Palm City. The reptile apparently wasn't a fan of booze and bit him, and both men were later arrested. Okay, well, I mean, it would probably be hard to. You'd have to freaking, like, open the gator's jaws and, like, dump some freaking shit inside there. So, I mean, that's pretty weird. I think I read something about in a certain state, it was something like, oh, it's illegal to get a fish drunk, and I mean, the only reason it is illegal to do that is because someone did it. It's just one of those laws where you're, no one said I couldn't. October 22nd, 2019, Florida man on Segway charged with DUI. Andy Sigurs, 48 years old, was accused of riding the Geehee vehicle while wasted right in front of a police station, Polk County cops said. Okay, that I can just picture freaking like a Segway, one of those little mini scooter thingies. I don't even know how to paraphrase it, but I just remember that was what Paul Blart rode in the two movies, Paul Blart Mall Cop. I just picture him like, I don't know, one of those things that'd be funny. So next, October 23, 2019, Florida man busted feeding iguanas to alligator in jail zoo. Jailbird Jason Aaron Gibson was allowed to work at a small petting zoo on the Stock Island Detention Center until fellow inmates ratted him out for feeding the giant lizards to Irwin the gator, officials said. Well, I mean, I don't know why he would have been doing that. Pretty freaking weird. I mean, I don't think alligators even eat that shit. Florida man groped Disney World princess while wife sat next to him. Okay, I mean, he's that stupid, he's just gonna frickin' grab her ass or tits or whatever he did while his wife is frickin' next to him. It's pretty stupid. So, Brian Sherman, 51 years old, was accused of cupping custom characters, right breast, for 3 to 4 seconds during a photo up at the Magic Kingdom in Orlando as his wife took a load off nearby. He was charged with battery. I wonder why. This is probably one of the worst places to cop a feel. The most magical place on Earth, probably like the most sexual place on Earth. We just got freaking people grabbing Cinderella's tits or whatever. I don't even know. It's ridiculous. June 11, 2020, Florida man fights off alligator that attacked his dog. There's so many gators. Yeah, I've been to Florida sometimes and I haven't seen all that many gators, but Trent Triddell got into a tug-of-war match with the sharp-toothed reptile after it grabbed his 6-year-old pooch, Loki, and pulled the pup into a river. Triddell, a former Army staff sergeant, pounded on the gator's head until it let go of his dog. Well, I guess that is some way. You always hear people wrestling alligators, but I mean, I don't know if it actually ever happens. It's just kind of goofy. So next, June 16, 2020, a Florida man bitten in the face by alligator while playing disc golf. Another alligator. It's like 4 in a row or something. So Travis Spitzer, 40 years old, was waist deep in a lake in Largo, looking for his frisbee when the gator grabbed him by his face and tried to pull him into the water. He broke free and bolted to safety, but was hospitalized with gashes on his mug. Okay, well that is ridiculous. I mean, freaking so many gators in Florida. I mean, I don't even know why. July 20, 2020. Florida man tries to evade arrest by cartwheeling away from cops. Video footage shows Franco Fernandez, 40 years old, wiggling out of cops' grasp and launching into a cartwheel outside a shop in Orlando. The nimble escape artist was later charged with battery on an officer. It's actually pretty impressive. That's like some freaking Jason Todd shit, like freaking Robin. You don't even know, if you don't even know who that is, or Dick Grayson, one of them. I don't remember. But it was one of them from freaking the Batman DC superhero universe. I just remember one of them was like in a circus or something, and they were really good at doing front flips, back flips, side flips, whatever. I just remember one of them was like supposed to be really good at it, so that's pretty interesting. But I mean, that's just impressive, honestly. Like, maybe they were on drugs to get some superhuman abilities. So October 9, 2020, Florida man catch 18-foot Burmese python. Ryan Oshburn and Kevin Pavlitz bagged the scary behemoth in the Everglades, setting a new state record. Previous largest snake was 1/10 of a foot shorter, so that is pretty interesting. They were able to catch a python with their bare hands, so that is pretty crazy. So that looks like all the headlines. So I'll leave the site link in the description if you'd like to read these yourself, see how crazy they are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do a third Florida man video, maybe I will. Let me know in the comments down below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everyone.